What's up? My name is Noah. For most of you that don't watch my videos, I post Christian content, and basically just wanted to get across that not all Christians are perfect. That we do struggle. There's a lot of things I struggle with in life that people may not know of. I mean, I struggle with vaping, nicotine. It's a big struggle in my life. Lust, anger, selfishness, a lot of things like that. And people on the outside, they think that, oh, this person's so perfect and they've got everything, you know, going right in their life. But in reality, Christians struggle too. Living a Christian life is nowhere near perfect. It's easier because you have God, but with God, He allows us to be guided by Him and His strength, you know what I'm saying? In Romans, Paul talks about the things he wants to do, he doesn't do, but the things he does do, he doesn't want to do. And that's me. There's so many things I want to do through God that I don't do, and I push back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting my flesh, and I let temptation come in. That's the devil's biggest thing. His biggest thing is temptation, and he's going to get his part and try to tempt you. He works overtime to try to do that, to try to make sure us Christians fall. But it's our responsibility to focus on Jesus and allow Him to, guide us through it and to get us through situations like that. I'm not perfect. I share these videos to help people and try to lead them to Jesus. We like to worry about, materialistic things, all the temporary things on this world. But this isn't our home. Our home is in heaven with God for eternity. He has a place set out for each and every one of us. And He's doing mighty things, man. I mean, the younger generation right now, I think believing in God has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. I see things every day, and some of the people around me that I've honestly, I never thought would end up turning to Christ, and they ended up turning to Christ. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I had little faith. It's just a part of me was like, and this person needs Jesus. But I also needed Jesus too. I needed more of Jesus. I struggle with opening my Bible up a lot. Getting His word. I can't sit here and act like I know everything, because I don't. There's so many things I don't know that I want to know more of. But that comes back to me opening His word even when I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I have to go to the Bible. I have to open the Bible. I have to feed into it. I have to allow His word to come into my body and Him to guide me and place me where I need to be. It's not easy, but Jesus makes it 10 times easier. I remember being so far away from God that doing the things of this world felt almost normal. You know what I'm saying? But now, as a growing Christian, I feel conviction on many things. When God tells me to do something and I don't, I'm disobeying Him, and I feel like a heavy burden on my chest and in my heart that I just basically slapped God in the face and said, screw you. I can do it my way. But that's not simply the case. I've tried my way before. It's very hard. Then transitioning to giving my life to Jesus, it was just so much easier, and allowing Him to take full control of my body and allowing Him to take full control of my mind. Because my mental before Jesus was terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, I stress about a lot of things. I really do, but not as much as I did before Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that this journey has been perfect, because it hasn't. There's been days where I've sat in bed, stressing, crying, just about worldly problems, and letting it override in my brain. And then there's been days where I've just, fully given it all to God, and I've been good. And then turn around the next day, I'm just not in my Bible, not jotting down notes from the Bible or studying or anything. And then I wonder why I don't have the wisdom or anything like that. I always want more. I look at these preachers, Philip Anthony Mitchell, I love watching him. Billy Graham, my all-time favorite preacher, Bryce Crawford, and I always try to compare myself to him or all of them, and I'm like, why don't I know the word as much as them? Like, every time I go to share a video, I can't share it like them, or it just seems like they do it so easily, but I'm not looking what they do behind the scenes, you know. I'm seeing all of this, you know, on camera and stuff, and I'm not seeing it go, like I said, I'm not seeing it behind the scenes or nothing like that. It's like I want more for myself, but I don't do more. I don't go to God. Yeah, I pray here and there, and I'm like, oh God, please help me, you know, and then boom, I expect it to happen, but I'm not putting in any effort for it to happen, you know. Relationship with Jesus, it has to be mutual. It can't just be all God and none of you. It's like a relationship between you and your partner. If one person's doing it all, it's not going to work out. You have to come together as one. And Jesus has shown me that, and he's done mighty things in my life that I can't, that my mind can't even fathom, you know. Like, Jesus really died on the cross for people who don't even love him, for people who don't deserve him, you know. He died for us so that we can spend eternity in heaven with him. And that my mind can't fathom that. You know, a lot of times I like to sit here and wonder, like, why don't I understand this? Why don't I understand that? But our minds and our body aren't meant to understand everything in this life. There's a lot of people, like Billy Graham, like, as an example. He didn't understand everything, I assure you. But he knew a lot of things because it came with him coming to God, him sitting there praying, studying it. It came with all that. And that's why I'm coming here today to tell you that just because you see my videos and it may make you think, oh, this guy's, he's got it all together. Deep down, no, I struggle too. I'm a sinner. I sin daily, you know. But with God, it makes it easier not to sin. And a lot of us like to focus so much on not sinning that we sin more. But if you focus more on God, you'll want to sin less, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want to thank y'all for watching this video and know that Jesus loves you so much and that he can do everything for you. There's nothing in this world that he can't take care of, you know what I'm saying? He's the ultimate judge. He's in ultimate control. He's already won the battle. He already has. But just make sure you get out and you go do your part. Plant the seed in people. People try to reject you, just tell them, hey, Jesus loves you. Just plant that seed. That seed's planted. You're doing your part. I mean, of course, there's a lot more we'd want to do. But sometimes that's all it takes is a simple Jesus loves you. And planting that seed, and then they'll be on their way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just do that. And thank y'all for watching this video. I hope y'all have a great evening, day, night, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you on the next video.